Hey everyone, my name's Josh, and I am just going to give you a quick intro to shape formatting in Excel for Mac and show you some of the cool effects you can create, some of the neat things we can build, and just show off some of the capabilities that we have. So there's a template I built. This template goes out in my email newsletter for free, along with all sorts of other cool templates each month. If you want to sign up, you can below. But I just want to kind of show you how I started to think about some of the effects you see here. So when we insert shapes in Excel, it's under the Insert tab. We've got a Shape menu. Let's choose something cool here. Let's get this little, it's like a rectangle with a little chunk off the corner. So first things first, I always like to align my my widths. So everything should always be aligned according to something else. In this case, I'm aligning it to the two elements above. As I start to style this thing, the first thing I think about is getting a fill color that kind of matches the background. I've used these colors before, so let's grab that one and let's make it transparent so we get that kind of nice glowy effect you see on some of the other ones. Then I start to think about the line. Line is the outline on the outside. You can't really see it now, but if I click off, you can see this blue outline. Blue is obviously not the right outline color. We want green, because that's what our outline color is throughout the rest of this, and we want it a little wider. So I'm going to widen it up, and I'm also going to make it a little transparent too, just like everything else on this page has that little bit of transparency. Okay, now we've got something that fits into the page a little bit better. Awesome, but maybe I need a little more pizzazz. Maybe I want a little magic here. I want to make it look cool. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to insert a rectangle, just a plain old rectangle first. And this rectangle is then going to have no line, no outline on the outside, but it's going to have a gradient fill. And I got to change this gradient fill so that it comes from the top. That's going to be important for the effect I'm trying to create here. I believe it's 270 to have it come from the top. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get some transparency going on this thing on one end, and then on the other hand, fully transparent. And it's going to create this cool shadow effect that I want. Start to see that there. All of a sudden, we've got a little bit of a shadow going. I want it a little more transparent. I think it's a little too bold, so let's go like right about there. Great, now we've got two separate sections of this page. They look kind of neat, but still not futuristic enough for me, so let's get a little crazy and add a little more in there. I kind of like the look of this. This could be like a nice little decorative piece on the corner of something. So let's drop that in there. We're also going to go no line again and give this a solid fill. Do a dark green this time so we don't have to make it too transparent. I'm going to rotate this. You can always rotate your shapes. And and see if I can grab it here. And then, no, it's hard to grab these small shapes when they start to get layered together, so always be mindful of that. You move that to the corner. Okay, that looks kind of neat. Kind of like the look of that. Maybe, I don't know, I want, like I did here, I have like a little inset. So maybe I copy my shape over. This is my background shape. Shrink it down, like so. And then let's bring this over here. Now all of a sudden I got kind of that inset like I do on the other side. That's kind of cool. But I need to then have I just copy pasted my gradient there, drop that on the other side so it looks clean. Nice. And now you can see all of a sudden we're starting to get like some cool futuristic effects like we have everywhere else. And all we're really doing here is using the default shape features that are already in Excel and using variations on things like transparency, line, etc. But I also want to highlight that there's more hidden under here. Now, if you don't see this menu, just right-click on your shape and hit Size and Properties, and the side menu will open. I just want to note that you have these cool things where you can add things like shadows, but you can also add glow effects. So let me just throw a glow in here. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's a little too much. So let's bring this transparency up. That's going to make it much less intense. And then all of a sudden we like have an actual glow on the dashboard. There's also things like reflections, soft edges, 3D formatting even in here. And it's a lot of stuff that gets overlooked by the majority of Excel users. So I want to encourage you to go and check it out. If you want a copy of this file, like I said, sign up for the newsletter. I got a link below. Comment below too if you have questions. I love answering and hearing from people. And I hope you tune in for more. I'm going to be posting more about this. Thanks so much for checking it out, and have a good one.